Welcome back. Here we are again, Roothaven, Latudna. We left off. You had made your way to the misplaced tower in the middle of the field, only to find a creature of questionable motives, to say the least of things. You've questioned and wondered what's going on the entire time, enjoying tea with this creature. Shortly after her giving you her name of Ninoship. Well, last, she looked right at you all and she said, I know where you need to go. Where's that? You see her just slinkering around and look over at the man in the wheelchair as her long fingers just points over and says, he's got a paper. You got a paper? She sips her tea.
I'm not very pleased about the way that I got that paper. I do.
But joke's on you, Ghost can't read.
I'm aware of that, Ghost.
What's it say? Ghost is just trying to peer over his shoulder and try to figure this out. But he can't really read.
So you can't read at all?
Very little. So, what's it say?
She sips her tea.
It's a contract.
That guild you came from.
Oh, I'm not going back.
I'm not sure what to do with this. Not. It's informative, but
You you knew that you were heading towards one of the other guilds, but you did not know why until now. And you're both familiar with the guild.
now, is COF the guild name, or is it the Emerald Leaf Guild that we're headed to?
That's the one you're from, is the Emerald Reef Guild, which is one of the direct confidants for the main headquarters in Hammertruck.
Well, if you know where we need to go, is that where you're taking us?
With a sigh, she just pulls a napkin up and pats your mouth dry, and she looks at you and she says, "Go to bed."
We didn't take that spell today.
She points. As you see the door that you all come in opens, and there's a staircase that goes up instead of to outside now.
I'm going up.
I guess I'm going to follow what's going on in my tiger.
I'm gonna follow.
She cracks and bobbles her head over at you and says, "Well,
I cast levitate, I think. Give me just a second. It's not gonna work. Fuck it. I'm going to bed. I cast polymorph on myself.
it's turned into what?"
It's a four-legged animal. I'm gonna go with a dog.
Okay.
How is Chico, by the way?
That's good.
That was
I
the
have the
name of the dog,
intelligence of
right?
a dog now, so I'm going to bed. But
Question though, you polymorph, so you're in a chair. So are you
that
crawling?
takes your possessions with you.
No, I was gonna say, are you crawling because you're already crippled?
No, it's a polymorph, man. I have the intelligence of a dog. My entire body, my entire mind, and everything just changed.
Okay, I was just asking. I didn't know how that worked. That's why I was asking.
Is your dog? Yeah, you know what? Give me an intelligence check, Devin.
Fair enough.
I want to see how well this works.
16 on the rock.
Pretty intelligent dog.
We'll see.
Mr. Dog.
All this dramatic music's working up just for.
Sorry.
It's in the D's, right? Or is it in the familiar list? Why didn't you just put it in the familiar section? Dog.
Two. So it's 16.
There would be a 0. Doesn't it say it's a 2?
Yeah, my intelligence is a 2.
Wouldn't that be negatives?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 16 on the rock, so. I think it's -4.
Well, you definitely feel like you're being scoffed to go to sleep by her. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so you all wander up and you find at the top a door.
Door. A window?
I mean, there's windows that show outside.
Is there a window in the door?
No,
We'll knock on the door.
it opens as you knock on it.
And let's see.
It's a bedroom.
Just one.
Okay.
I go to bed.
Are you walking in, closing the door or anything?
Yeah, I'm walking.
You wanna close the door?
No.
I'm
They're
gonna
behind
close,
me.
I'm gonna close the door behind him and knock again.
As you knock, it opens again and it's an empty room. Well, I mean, it's another room similar, but he's not in it.
You just shit me somewhere.
I'm gonna go in and close the door behind me. We'll take my
I'm
followers
passing
along.
through that door.
Huh?
I'm passing through the door to follow him.
That is one of his abilities.
You pass into another room, but it's like it's made for ghosts.
I'm just gonna sit in here and wait till everybody's awake, because I'm dead. I have no use to sleep.
Give me an intelligence check. Now, you can tell that there's like almost like some weird essence in this room that your ghostly presence can almost discern and physically interact with. I mean physically as in on the ethereal level.
Yeah. Is there a bed in here?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back. It seems like a nice little place to. I don't know why I'm feeling tired. I haven't napped in 200 years. And then just
Yeah.
lights out.
Allows you to sleep. Something's odd about it.
And I said,
None
yes,
you've ever heard of, but it does. Anywho,
You want to sleep, I guess.
Devin. I should say, Markle crew. You wander upstairs. Tishy is following you. As well as your compatriot followed you. And so on and so forth. These rooms they're nice, they give you the most comfortable feeling like home. Almost as if you could tell it's even magic that makes you feel this way. It's comforting, but there's no sinister evil magic here. It's almost as if you can obviously discern what kind of magic is here easily just by looking around. It's like you wouldn't even have to be a caster or a magic user to see the visible aroma of magical energy that these rooms are made of. And I mean, they do set you at peace and want you to rest. That's pretty well the only urge you get is to want to rest and feel good and relax.
I want to rest.
You lie down?
Yeah.
You lay down, it's a comfortable bed. It's like it was made from the finest silks and stuff with the softest cottons. It doesn't take you long, you doze right off. The bed and room temperature is comfortable. It's pristine. Optimal conditions. Anyone else?
How many beds are in my room?
There's two, but one of them's more sizable.
Okay. I'll let Ilma have the bigger bed. sleeping smaller.
It's a little small for you.
Fine by me.
So 15 minutes after I turn into a dog, I'm no longer a dog. Where am I?
You really don't know. So it only lasts 15 minutes?
It's 1 minute per
That's
level.
still a long time. Especially to be a dog with not very high intelligence. Well, you find yourself in the swamp, sitting in it. It's cold, wet, goopy.
So my intention of going up the stairs had nothing.
By the way it looks, you're kind of sunk into the goop of the stuff. Almost as if you fell off of something into it.
Well, that didn't work. I'll do my best to work my way out of the muck, I suppose. Is Tishi there?
Nah. Well, how good's your listen check?
I have a +8 in it.
Roll me a listen check.
17.
You kind of realize right as you were coming to back out of the polymorph, you could hear her laughing at you from above.
I look up and she's sitting there laughing at me.
Nah. You just get this feeling. You're pretty sure you fell off the top of the tower. Or something. Not sure what though.
Yeah, that really didn't work.
You can roll me a strength check each round until you get a 24.
A strength check?
Yeah.
I'll try it one time. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to cast Levitate on myself. Oh, that was almost really good.
Oh, it's really bad.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Okay.
Actually, I'm rethinking that option. So whenever I can, just let me know. I can retry.
Just count every 6 seconds and roll me the dice. But each time you roll is going to be about the time span of about 30 minutes to an hour. Garrett, throughout the night, Mr. Nilo. You get woken up, oddly, out of a fairly decent sleep considering the small bed, to Ilma shaking you, trying to pull you up, saying, "Come on, get into the bigger bed." And pretty much heaving you around to get you up and over into the more comfortable bed. She lies you down and covers you up and snuggles up next to you and puts her head on your chest and just sleeps, but you didn't wake up too well because those beds are really comfortable. Even that little tiny bed was weirdly comfortable. But I will allow you to roll me a listen check. No, you didn't hear it. Anyway. Did you make it yet?
Nope.
How many times have you rolled?
6, I think. Not including the one you had me roll initially, so 7.
As the night pours on and you've struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled, you've exhausted yourself. You're going to take 2 levels of exhaustion. So keep that in mind, disadvantage on your ability checks. So that I'll be accounting that every time you make one, and your speed is halved. Anywho, you've been sitting here for a while, and so long you've give up pretty much.
Yeah, I eventually get fed up with it, and I cast Tensor's floating disc under myself. I'm gonna tear up this pond, but it's gonna happen.
It doesn't work.
Well,
Your spell slot is used, but you can tell there's some magic in the area that completely fizzled out your spell. But after you failed, you noticed that there is something over to your right glowing deep in the pond behind the rock. Because if you look over there, you are technically on the back side, but towards the right side where Garrett is. He's on the other side of that rock you see there. Yeah, he's like over to the farther past you towards Jacob. Like, yeah, pretty much stuck over right around there in the mud. In his wheelchair too.
can I tell what it is?
Some weird glowy shit. You don't have a clue what it is. The stuff's just weird, man. It's definitely different. But anywho, dawn approaches. The sun begins to rise. You all wake right at the crack of dawn. And you didn't go to bed early, but you feel good. These beds are nice. This is probably the best sleep you've had, maybe even in your whole life. You're not sure. It's almost unreal. But you continue forward, and you all, get up, do your routine, whatever it is. Stretch about. You obviously wake up, and she has slept on your chest and drooled a little bit on you the whole night and enjoyed her nap, and wakes up about the same time you do. Just in time though for you to get that awkward, seeing her wake up face, rub a little drool off and blush and look away and get up and go about your business, and I don't know, whatever you do, stretch, rub your eyes, smoke your red leaf.
Mm-hmm.
But you all exit your room, and you're in that same hallway, stairwell that leads down. You go through the doorway, and you see this creature, arachnid-like woman, standing there making food. Nice tea set laid out. Plates laid about.
Don't break your cup again. Don't break your cup again.
Don't hand the ghost a cup.
She notices you all, obviously, and each one of you should come in, invite you to sit down, get comfortable. Food's almost ready. She tells you it's these fluffy cake things that she found once adventuring around what she calls the stuff. You're not sure what she means by that, but that's what she calls it. She calls anything she refers to by going and seeing the stuff. And obviously, one or two of you would have probably asked throughout her saying it what she meant, but she would just tell you, I've heard people say stuff a lot. So,
Okay.
but no real in-depth explanation of what the stuff is. So,
What does this stuff look like?
Hey Stefan, just to let you know, this is not how a normal day of the life of being up here is. This is completely awkward and not how it normally happens, man.
That's all I've seen, so.
Could be worse, mate. You could be dead.
I'm alive. So? What does it smell good?
With your warm
stuff?
skin, flesh, and all.
she's more or less like, I don't know what you mean. The stuff, it's everywhere.
Alright.
Let's try it. Let's try it this way. I got this.
Alright.
What kind of stuff did you put in the stuff that we're gonna stuff?
She gives you an odd look and cracks her neck and just turns and says, I don't know what to tell you.
Thank you for the stuff.
If you can't see it, then you're blind. It's everywhere. The stuffs. She continues finishing food, and pretty much you get what we call pancakes. They're nice, big, thick, fluffy cakes. She even has syrup. There's some fruits
Syrup?
and berries, and
What kind of syrup?
well, she's got standard maple syrup.
Standard?
She's got some other stuff.
Krista is pretty standard.
I don't know what that is.
It's clear syrup. No. So different.
Has anybody seen Marvel 2 this morning?
Marvel.
You will eventually.
You see her just crack her head right back around really quick and say, that dog is outside.
Okay.
Did he piss you off?
She just cracks her head back around, continues to finish what little bit of food she's continuing to prepare.
Well, she's a good house. Keeper.
I'm just gonna float away and just try to go find where he's at.
Like you're going outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And you're gonna eat food.
I'm a ghost, bro. I don't need to eat.
Alright. So you get up and walk outside.
I float outside. I'm a ghost.
I use my link to my familiar to send it outside while I'm still at the table.
You, as you're sitting there doing that, you notice that the plate where he was sitting disappears.
Okay. As my tiger, do I see him outside?
Yeah. He's stuck in the swamp.
Just gonna use the tiger and pull him up out of the swamp.
Make a strength check for your tiger. The bacon cooking and sizzling on her skillet.
Would it just be what's on the dice?
Smells good.
Would I just do whatever on the dice for my tiger?
Yeah.
10.
So, do I see these guys now?
Oh, great beast!
Yes, you see him.
Alright, so I'm gonna float down. This may hurt Michael Coon. I'm gonna try to possess his body to give him the strength to get out.
Don't you have to eject his soul to do that?
Not if he lets me willingly.
It's still ejecting his soul out.
It's a temporary body takeover.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm not okay with this.
Once, my tiger failed to pull him out the first time, I'm going to come back as me and my body and, mention it to Stefan that, our friend Margaret who's out there stuck in the swamp.
Plan B. I can possess inanimate objects as well.
So, well, then you could possess his chair.
To spin.
I'm not sure what that will do.
What do you mean?
But I'll allow it. I will
I
allow
just
it.
tell you to
You
hold on.
possess his wheelchair. Please make me a roll.
Roll of the
Roll of what?
A strength check.
Oh. 7.
You try to make the wheels of the wheelchair spin and they just go just even
Swinging.
slank in the mud and it's only get a little bit of a spin and yeah, they even fling some of it up.
Try again.
Alright.
If anything, give me a percentage.
You're going to break your wheelchair.
I'm gonna send Neo to pull him
Stick
up.
chance.
I'm gonna send Neo to pull him up.
41.
You didn't sink the wheelchair deeper.
11.
I'll try this again.
Alright, Neo's gonna take a different approach.
Can Neo and my tiger work together, pull him up?
Neo's approach is not.
So I'm still possessing this wheelchair. And as a ghost, I can fly. So what if I tried to fly it up? Still a strength.
You're suctioned into the mud.
I'll try to spin again.
Give me a strength check.
30-20.
You start to spin it. Give me a percentage. You revolving forward or backwards?
I'm trying to get to dry land to get him out.
It's closer either way.
Forward. Oh, 29.
29. You start to heave the wheels and it feels like it's trying to break the suction, but it's like you pretty much just carved out where your wheels are now. And you've still got a suction effect, but you're spinning. Give me a strength check for Neo again.
18.
18 from the tiger too.
Huh?
Is your character? Oh, your character.
Yeah.
Give me a percentage. Are you strapped to this chair?
I am 16.
Alright. You get pulled out. We'll train on. Suction breaks and
I'm
there's
still,
the whole pop sound. I can't do it. My
still not
ears.
coming out of the chair.
Yeah. Thank you for the sound effect.
Try to move the wheels and they won't move because he's possessed the chair.
I quite like it in here. It's quite roomy. Which way you wanting to go?
That's that old man ass taste.
Yeah. I smell worse.
That's a taste, not smell.
Oh, God.
We're not going to eat these pancakes.
Well, technically, you just sent your bird out.
Well, I was obviously supervising him.
I was still.
Margleku, you're covered in
I
mud.
was getting ready to say I cast prestige.
It doesn't work.
I was going to ask you if it worked.
You are now starting to realize that magic just simply does not work in this place. Not for anyone else other than
Walking
whoever's
right
this
through.
magic
I'm
is.
going right through the door. Covered in mud.
The door leads you into an empty, dusty, cobweb-covered room.
Are there drapes in here?
Now, mind you, as he's running these wheels, I'm controlling
Yeah.
where he just thinks he's.
Wheel us back out.
Anywho, she lays the meat down in front of you two and your other compatriots who have stayed at the table.
I shut the door.
Sits down. She says, this is nice.
Yes, thank you.
And she just says, well, everyone please enjoy. And then she begins to eat herself.
Eat herself or eat?
She's
herself?
eating pancakes and bacon.
Yeah. Sit there and eat.
I'm digging in.
Well,
It's delicious.
make my cat and tiger come back in. So that way.
They can't get in.
Can't. Even if I control it and not. Can. So well, then I'll say.
You
some
hear her
pieces of bacon.
say after you're trying to mentally do this, it's rude to leave the table. And she just keeps eating.
Then I guess I'll save a few pieces of bacon for my tiger.
I don't want to say nothing.
You
I'm eating it all.
They missed out. Well, anywho, so you two are covered in nasty mud.
Magic mud.
That's not magic, it's just nasty and thick and stuck.
Is there any water source at all anywhere around?
Swamp water.
So I figured. Looks like we're stuck this way for a while. Until we get out of this abomination of a place.
Give me spot checks, you two.
It's fine.
Did you come out of the tower? Huh? Did you come back out of the tower?
Yeah, I came back out and shut the door behind me. I rolled a 1.
The sun flashes you in the eyes as you look up. And like, oh, God, it's bright.
25.
The stench of your beard is now growing stronger from the morning sun christening the mud. 21. You notice you're setting somewhere completely different than you guys were.
What just happened?
I mean, you're still next to the tower and everything, and the swampland's right around it, but it cuts off and then goes into a whole other land. Like, it's like you're in a whole new place than where you first found this place.
Can we still see the tower?
Yeah, it's right behind you. I mean, you're still pretty much right there near the deck going up to the wall.
This looks like a new place to explore. Like where we're at.
You technically are familiar with this place because it's near the guild you're supposed to be going to.
So we've been transported, okay. So I'm gonna scream at everybody, hey! Forget breakfast, we got things to do, let's go!
You guys would have enjoyed your breakfast fully. So the tea, tall glass of milk, or orange juice, or whatever it is you would have liked, you would have had it, washed it down, full as much as you would have wanted, you'd have been able to eat it. You finish, and it's almost weird, but it's like she always finishes her meal right as the last one of you are just like, all right, I'm stuffed and done. You know, and she finishes her meal and says, well, that was nice. And you see as all of everything on the table is just gone. The table's clear, and she just looks at you and says, "Well, you have much to do, and be on your way."
Thank you.
We'll speak again soon enough, I'm sure.
Thank you for the food and saving us, I guess.
I enjoy polite people, she says.
I guess I get up, bow, and leave.
Thank you very much. See you again soon. Or so you say.
You see her weird spider eyes kind of look you up and down, and she says, "I do hope so."
I want let's see, what kind of look was
It's one of those looks.
it? It's one of those.
The kind of look a seven-eyed woman would give you whenever she has some kind of interest in your form or shape. Maybe not out of some romantic interest, maybe out of a pure experimental interest because you're an odd species, and maybe she wants to dissect you, maybe she wants to do other things to you. You're not sure, but it's a pretty strong flirt.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Ghost,
Yeah?
the next time you decide to drop a teacup, I'm sending this dagger to the astral plane.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that, old man.
All I did was try to save it. 2 times in the swamp now. Granted, the second
Did
one
you get stuck in the swamp this morning?
It wasn't this one.
So do I see?
You've been there all night?
Are they still sitting like
happened?
right in front of the door, or?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much, you can see it right there, the rocks in the one place in front of the deck and stuff, they're pretty much in that spot. I'm
So all I
sitting
see
It
is him
isn't
talking
smart.
to himself. Really,
there. You can tell he's
They're cute
talking
and
to
cuddly,
the
but they're
wheelchair.
really dumb.
I can tell he's talking to the wheelchair. Okay.
Now, if you turn into a cat, mate.
You can even hear him.
I can hear the wheelchair.
Yeah, you can hear the wheelchair talking, and it
It's
sounds like God.
wheelchair's talking to them, yes.
Okay, I'm just going to walk past them because I should know this place, right? Since I've been exploring.
Are you looking around past them out in the open? You actually don't recognize this place. You haven't left the continent. This is not from your continent.
Oh,
This is a whole new place to you.
okay.
Obviously, Ilma is a little like, whoa, this place is different, you know, and she's kind of running out and just trying to look around and see what it's all about and stuff, obviously.
Okay, I guess I'll go to my tiger, give it a few pieces of bacon, and head on out.
You stole bacon.
I didn't see you feeding your bird.
Feeds itself.
Well, I hope someone's been feeding Chico.
You see, obviously, Nilo walks up past you and he pats you on the back and says, "Well, it's time to go, bud. We guess that we got stuff to do." Whatever it is that we're doing together now.
I gotta tell you guys, this has been quite weird since I come out from under.
Margoku, as you look back towards Nilo, give me a spot check.
Well, spot check's a natural 20.
You see, and I will not allow you to exchange this for grace roll. You see from the corner of your eyes, you look up to him in the window of the tower,
Getting ready to
the
send
7 eyes just glaring at you sinisterly, almost as if you can tell she is now holding a grudge against you and your rudeness. Gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Where's Tishi?
She's frolicking around playing in the new area. Ever present, but always ahead of the game.
That woman gives me the creeps.
Thank
And it's
you.
your fault.
Why didn't tell us to go
As
live
he-
with the
as
giant
he-
spider lady?
On his wheelchair.
I'm just gonna.
You're only hunting your own
walk
tail,
around,
mate.
but- Yeah. You deal with
I'll wheel
whatever
along
the
with
what you're doing?
It's a little hard. It's,
No, you have
it's
control. I'm
musky.
just hanging out in here now.
You're gonna have to really get him to put some effort in it.
Does magic work now?
Are you still within the swamp?
I would hope not.
Well, you're in the swamp area for so many. It would take you a full round action to get out of the swamp.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I want as far away from this swamp as I can possibly get.
And as soon as you leave the swamp, you can feel that magic is no longer like nullified or blocked or anything of the sort.
Well, I guess I'll do it as we're going, but it's going to take me a minute to clean all of this.
Are you helping him wheel the wheelchair? Okay. That makes it a lot easier.
I'm just gonna ask, was you outside all night?
Yes.
Stuck in the swamp?
Apparently, dog form decided that the ceiling was a launch pad. So,
Okay.
Just think if your wheelchair is the first automatic when I'm inside of it.
Don't let your battery die.
right. What did you say your name was again?
Stefan.
Stefan?
Stefan in my face.
Yeah. Was I there for that? I don't think I was. This is not normally a day in the life.
Keep hearing that. I've yet to see different.
Well, I'm assuming today it will be that day.
Well, don't assume. You know what happens.
Oh, how the fates do envy those who
You
are
gotta
glimmering with
live
hope.
life like a ghost,
Oh,
mate.
man.
You
So,
pop in and out anytime you want to.
Can I ask what's on your face?
They're called sunglasses. I created them.
What did they do?
Keep the light out of my eyes. As I have never seen light like this before.
It's quite an intelligent concept.
Thank you. I can make some more if you're interested. For the right price, of course.
Oh, I appreciate the offer, but
I got other stuff. I got you. What do you need? What do you need? I got you.
I'll remember that.
I'm a man of many things.
You were all
Many skills.
wandering and come out, and I assume you take the lead to say we're headed this way. And as you're going through, it's, as I said to you, Nilo, it is a vastly new terrain to you. It's the landscape is different, the features are alien, the plants are even exotic to you. Everything is way vastly different than the continent you've known your entire life and have traveled for many years. And it's beautiful and scary. So much to take in, but so much to be like, wow, you know. So everything is beautiful, and as you can see, Oma is just loving it. She's frolicking around, staying with everyone but keeping pace, jumping around with Kishi, and just overall enjoying her time in this area. You know, almost as if it's instilled a new passion for the world and what she's been able to endure and see. So it's good to see this, you know, you can tell this is a change for the better. So in a way, it's almost like maybe this odd, all of a sudden trip is, maybe it is for the best for now, and we'll see where it goes. And you, I mean, let's be honest, you don't have a clue what's going on at the moment. And as they've told you so far, this isn't what life's supposed to be up here, but maybe today will be a little different and you can actually get a taste of how life is on the surface.
We shall see, I guess.
I guess we shall see after we take this break.